How's it going, everyone? My name is Plague and welcome to another HellDivers 2 video. If you have been to my channel before, well then welcome back, and if you're new here, then I hope you find a reason to stay. The XO-45 Patriot exosuit has finally landed in the hands of HellDivers everywhere as a means to further the spread of liberty and democracy across the galaxy. The exosuit is described as a heavily armored walking exosuit equipped with a rocket launcher and a heavy machine gun. The exosuit has two uses, so it can be called in twice per player per mission and has a 600-second or about 10 minutes cooldown between each use. It does have an almost immediate call-in time though, so if you have one available, the exosuit is very useful in a pinch. And to be honest, I think this is enough. In the testing I've done, just one of these is pretty effective at taking out larger enemies, and if you have 4 of them walking around the map, you will walk over everything. In some cases, pretty literally when it comes to the smaller terminids that you can kill just by stepping on. My only complaint with the exosuit as of right now is the amount of ammunition that it carries. As it stands, the machine gun has 1,000 rounds of ammunition and the rocket pod has 14 rockets. I don't have as much of an issue with the rocket pod as I do with the machine gun, however. 1,000 rounds seems like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, the ammo depletes very quickly. I would personally up this to somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 rounds, but that's just me. Right now, you can accidentally kill yourself with the exosuit by moving around or turning too much while using the rocket pods. I'm not sure if this is a bug or not, but just keep in mind you will blow yourself up with the rockets if you try to fire them while turning. Looking at terminids, almost none of them pose any threat to the exosuit in my opinion. From a distance, chargers are pretty easy to handle. You just shoot one of their legs with a rocket, which will then break the armor off this leg, and then you can finish them off pretty darn fast with the machine gun. Up close is when chargers get more dangerous and actually have the ability to one-shot the exosuit with the right attack. You can still easily kill them with 3 rockets to the body, however. Wild Titans surprised me even more by how weak they are against the exosuit, and only 2 well-placed rockets from the exosuit to the head has been enough to kill them. Wild Titans really are nothing to the exosuit in my opinion, and as long as you don't let them get close, you shouldn't have any issues with these. Against the terminids, the exosuit does a really good job of making you feel completely invincible, and to be honest, I'm having a hard time deciding if that's good or bad. Against the automatons, however, things do feel a bit more balanced all the way around. The bulk of the automaton units are able to take a lot more punishment, and if I'm not mistaken, they have more enemies with armor in general that require rockets to kill. Because of this, you burn through machine gun ammo even faster than you do against the terminids. When it comes to hulks, I was still able to kill them pretty quickly with 2 to 3 rockets depending on where the rockets hit. The only time that the machine gun can do anything to a Hulk is if you're behind it, and then that will normally take out the Hulk pretty quickly. But unless you have a teammate to distract the Hulk, getting behind him can be a little difficult. Tanks, from what I have found, take around 4 rockets to kill, which is definitely higher than all the other heavies, but it's still manageable in my opinion. As long as you don't let the cannon get turned around on you, you shouldn't have any issues. The only thing that I was worried about fighting with the exosuits was the turret towers that spawn next to the automatons' bases, but I was kind of surprised to find out around 3 rockets is enough to take these out before they can aim at you, and I even had one incident where 2 was enough to do it. Keeping the exosuit alive is also a much greater feat against the automatons because just about all of them have some kind of gun that they're able to shoot you with, and keeping your distance isn't enough on its own to avoid taking damage, especially on the higher difficulties where you can run into hordes of around 20 pods at a time that will shred you from every direction. So far, all the way around, I am really enjoying the exosuit, and I think it's a lot of fun to play in. I don't think it's really all that overpowered, and I would be surprised to see nerfs to it anytime soon. In my opinion, it feels well balanced at the moment and has strengths and weaknesses that make it so that it's not always the strongest thing on the battlefield. You know, please let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. How are you enjoying the exosuit? What do you think about it? Do you think it's too overpowered? Do you think it's underpowered? Do you think it should have more ammo? I'd really appreciate you guys letting me know. That's going to wrap things up for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and consider subscribing. It really does mean the world to me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.